What's poppin', y'all? This is Deidre with One Shot Game, man. You already know how the motto go. You get one shot at life, but a lifetime to learn all the game you need to help improve your life. The choice is yours on which route you choose to take. As I always say, you get two choices: the ability to faithfully settle in the life that has been set out for you, or the ability to pave a path towards your destiny. That choice is also up to you. So before I get into the title of my video, I want to say a big shout out to all my supporters. You guys are great. And even the ones behind the scenes, I see y'all too. So look, the title of this video is going to be on the fact that I think a lot of times when people are forced to be in a space where they have to humble themselves down back to their original identity before, you know what I'm saying, they sold their soul to the devil to be able to corrupt other souls by basically just capitalizing off of the same pain that they have. You know what I'm saying? I think it amazes people to be able to, you know what I'm saying, be able to get something that they were forcing trying to get, which is admiration and attention and love by just being yourself. You know what I'm saying? Listen, let me explain how this is. Like, there's a video I'm going to post on my Instagram today. If you need that, it's in the description down below. You know what I'm saying? Of how a lot of times people have to be willing to be the Indian. You know what I'm saying? And basically sit back, strap back, and learn what you need to know. This is something I learned from Snoop. I'm going to post a clip today because he said this in a video and it was really wise wisdom. But to be operating in a way like that my whole life, I feel as if it helped me learn something. You know what I'm saying? Like, being around people that were in different scenarios or positions, I never tried to come in and compete with them. You know what I'm saying? It was always genuinely like an admiration for them being able to be in a certain position and me sitting back playing the field and, you know what I'm saying, learning what I need to learn and coming out of that a better, you know what I'm saying, employee. Like, for example, you know what I'm saying, I was working for a company that I probably just displayed to y'all before of, you feel me, this black woman, she was the manager there. You know what I'm saying? I thought that was so dope because it's very rare that you see, you know what I'm saying, black women in management positions. I'm just saying. You know what I'm saying? So the fact that she worked her way up to that, I was basically playing my position. I knew how to do the job very well that I was assigned to. You know what I'm saying? But I never made it seem as if I'm over their head. You know what I'm saying? It was in me respect you because of the position you in. So I'm going to sit back and learn what I can learn from you to become better in myself. And when you leave, you take all that wisdom in that game with you. You know what I'm saying? It's very, listen, understanding how people have to realize how that works. Because I think truly the level of competition just comes from a person seeing somebody at a certain level they haven't passed and they automatically want to compete. You know what I'm saying? Instead of being like, okay, I get stuck right there. I don't know how to pass that level because I'm not surrounded by people that show me how, or I don't know where to get that wisdom from. So I'm trapped in this gate without knowing how to get out. So instead of making it turn into, you feel me, competition and hater, why not sit back, you know what I'm saying, and gain some wisdom from that person energetically that you can be able to take, you know what I'm saying, naturally, and be able to understand now how to pass a level you may have been stuck at. And you'll grow internally. You'll get, you feel me, everything that they may get being naturally yourself, just being attached to them. But when people start playing this competition game and they start wanting to compete, you naturally shield yourself off from, you know what I'm saying, something or somebody that could be maybe at a higher level than you. You know what I'm saying? It's all in energy. And I think a lot of people underestimate the ability to understand how it truly works. You know what I'm saying? So it's almost as if you just got to keep your eyes open and understand the type of level of game we playing. Now, I'm somebody that is very well aware of the fact that the world is split in two. You have people over here that's still moving in the old way the world has been moving. And then you have people over here that is knowing, okay, I'll be myself. I could be able to acquire what I want in my life and I can get ahead, right? But people get scared sometimes, I think, in being themselves and learning that everything that you've been fighting to get by being a different version of yourself, you're getting naturally by just being you. Because people be afraid to be themselves for fear of what people are going to say. You know what I'm saying? For fear of how people are going to talk about them, for fear of how people are going to look at them. It's much easier to, you know what I'm saying, pretend and act and wear a mask to be able to fit in. I know, because I've done it. You know what I'm saying? But when you are able to accumulate a certain level of, you know what I'm saying, attention and status by just being yourself, watch how not only does it take the pressure off of you, but it helps you get the things that you've been chasing. And you were wondering why chasing them, you weren't really getting them because it was kind of like faked. Now you're getting it for real, and some people don't like it. Because listen, like I said, there are a lot of people that didn't sell their soul, and they were them, but they covered it up by hanging around people, you know what I'm saying, that they could be able to disguise and fit in. So being yourself kind of creates a reversed attraction to where sometimes people don't know how to handle it. It kind of like startles them, makes them a little afraid, because they like, damn, I'm getting something that, you know what I'm saying, I wasn't ready for by just being myself. So you can either come out and fully blossom, or you can be scared and go back in. You know what I'm saying? There's two ways you can learn how to deal with it. But understanding and being mindful of the fact that, you know what I'm saying, the world we living in right now is basically the ability to understand that you're going to get further ahead by completely 100% being yourself. You know what I'm saying? And listen, it's all in the energy you choose to be around. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of times people are stuck and they're blocked at who they look up to. You know what I'm saying? Who they see as the boss. Who they see as in power. You know what I'm saying? Which is oftentimes the dark leader that has put us in a mindset to get the bag, do this, do that, by any means necessary. To cultivate an image outside of you, not inside, that projects a certain reality to people to make them love you. But as the universe has flipped and turned, it's almost as if like you're going to get 100% more farther by just being yourself. And that creates an energetic field with you that attracts people to you. Like I've had, you know what I'm saying, both sides of the fence. I've had people that was attracted to me that didn't want to see me grow. And then I had people that was attracted to me that did want to see me grow, but not ahead of them. You know what I'm saying? And then it's almost as if like that forces you to go on the journey by yourself. But again, I'm not exempt to the fact that sometimes people have to go on a solo journey by themselves. You know what I'm saying? To underestimate and think can't nobody change and grow, I think it's stupid, because Nelly was Ashanti's ex for years. She got back with him and she's happy. So don't let them control you into thinking what they want you to think. Think for yourself. You know what I'm saying? And understand and know that whatever you feel in your intuition can guide you in the direction that's fit for your life. Don't be out here listening to nobody else, or they gonna sit you on your ass. And I think that's the very most important thing. But again, me knowing and fully aware of there is no other person like me and what I can do. I do not pick out the people. You feel me? The universe does. You know what I'm saying? And when you are attached to someone with good intentions on a soul level, you elevate your energy naturally. You feel me? It shakes you out of that image of, you know what I'm saying, basically using other people's energy to siphon who you really were. But when you're alone, you don't feel that way. But to naturally feel it all through your body, not only do it shut you down from that person, because you were basically on a mission to humble them because they had something that you didn't. You now have to sit in your own trauma and your own pain and face it. But at the same time, being energetically attached to someone that has went through the same experience. So it's like it's a battle for yourself. You know what I'm saying? It's a battle for you to learn who you are. And when you do that, not only do you, you know what I'm saying, scale back on aging. Not only do you erase, you feel me, trauma. Not only do you figure out how to handle your emotions, you come to a place in your life where you get to a peace balance. You know what I'm saying? And listen, that's worth more than anything. That's worth more than any amount of money you think you're gonna ever get in life, because people will die for that. You know what I'm saying? To be able to get to a space where they're at peace with who they are. You know what I'm saying? So you got to understand how valuable that is. That's why it's so hard trying to obtain it. You know what I'm saying? Because there are so many people in life trying to find that balance in life. You know what I'm saying? That space in life where they accumulate things, but they're not selling their soul for it. Because when you sell your soul for stuff, you feel me, you're gonna beat yourself up. You feel me? But again, I think truly healing on your own is such a blessing. You know what I'm saying? Because people don't be realizing how you may have started out with a vendetta to try to humble someone. You know what I'm saying? To try to take something from them that they earn for themselves, because that's your natural nature. And then they end up flipping it on you and humbling you. So now you got to do and solve your trauma to become who you really are, to get the things that you've been fighting for, trying to get. Listen, it's a blessing. You know what I'm saying? But again, realizing and understanding everybody don't got it. You know what I'm saying? There's usually one out or two out of 144,000 that have a certain type of energy to them that's able to, you feel me, give off this awareness of healing. People know, you feel me, maybe it was kept a secret from you. I don't know. But now that you're putting in the work and you're doing what's necessary, don't never be afraid to play the back seat to someone that has elevated or grown more, because it will actually help you in the process be able to elevate in who you are. You know what I'm saying? But again, those people oftentimes are very well aware of being able to distinguish between people that are genuinely being themselves and people that just want to be around to try to steal something that they're not working towards. They just want to be around to try to take it, you feel me, to try to earn it the way they want to see, but they ain't working on their own traumas. You feel me? They're still moving backwards. You know what I'm saying? They're still doing people dirty. They're still acting out their traumas. They're still feeling as if they better than this, they better than that, without understanding that when you get to a space, when you do your work, it's none of that. You feel me? Because you controlled your emotions to understand. You feel me? With the real. But listen, there are so many masks being worn all the time that a lot of the times you'll take the kickback from being your true self in a place where everybody's wearing a mask. You're going to have to go through some phases. You know what I'm saying? You're going to have to go through some cycles. You're going to have to, you feel me, figure out how to get through it and come out. And those be the toughest lessons, because a lot of people that are in them cycles think and start to get stronger in the way they think. And they figure out a way to attack, you know what I'm saying? Instead of realizing this is a healing session. This is not what you think it is, you know what I'm saying? But again, knowing and realizing the importance of discovering your own true light, I think, is where a lot of people tend to get confused, because for so long they have hidden who they really were to fit in and be disguised to capitalize off other people's pain, which is exactly their pain. You feel me? That they never realized by being themselves can get them a level of attention or gratification that they've been hoping for all their life. You know what I'm saying? It's tricky, it's weird, but it's like a world stimulant. You know what I'm saying? And that is how you be able to find your place in the world. Life will get kind of easier when you start to understand the magic into learning how to operate it. And trust me, we've all been taught backwards, because we were misaligned energetically in a major way because of what we were taught and what we learned. You know what I'm saying? So again, opening your brain to learning new things is what's going to help you align that energy even more, because without the knowledge that we're learning now, back then, which is the reason why we went through all them tough cycles. But a lot of us are having a harder time making it to the new world because we're stuck in old cycles, because we're not willing to learn. You know what I'm saying? We're still holding back. We're still not ready to put us on the front line. You know what I'm saying? Because we're afraid of what people may think. We're afraid of what people may say. Who gives a goddamn ass? You know what I'm saying? All that matters is that a lot of people will align with you without you having to prove who you are, just because they are well aware of who you are without you having to do all that. You know what I'm saying? Minus the people who are stuck in a certain cycle. They want you to prove and step out on a limb and jump off the diving board and put this on the line and sacrifice this. Too much. You know what I'm saying? I'm risking too much You know what I'm saying? To be around you. It don't even cost that much. You know what I'm saying? So again, be mindful and be aware of understanding the fact that just by you, you know what I'm saying, playing your part, you could be able to elevate your energy. Because listen, I'm the type of person, I need straight, direct, clear communication. You feel me? Meaning no interactions, no cuts, no none of that. You feel me? Give me on the line exactly how it is. You know what I'm saying? And you'll get a clear connection to me. Otherwise, you're not going to get a clear connection to me, because I can tell you woofing by, you feel me, who you are, who you complaining to be. I've been watching your actions and I can see that's all a mask. You know what I'm saying? So just understand and be wise enough to realize that you playing your part in understanding that you may be the boss. You may be a boss in a certain area. You may have passed a certain level of understanding that maybe the people you're around haven't, but that, be humble still. Because you just never know. You may come into contact with someone that have passed more levels than you. You feel me? But you're judging and you're comparing without understanding, hey, look, just by me, you know what I'm saying, being able to open my heart and my mind and be humble, I can, you feel me, be able to elevate who I am just naturally. Again, that's the magic to it. But if you're blocked, you feel me, from trying to level up and learn, then you won't be able to take the level of wisdom needed to be able to grow, because you're still stuck at a certain block where it's competition. You know what I'm saying? I got to be able to match this person. This person think they better. You feel me? And the crazy part about it is these people oftentimes got way more than you. And they jealous and you have less than them. That shows a lot. That tells a lot. That means you doing a lot. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep stepping on necks and letting them know. You feel me? It's all about energy, which means you have to heal your soul, not your appearance. You know what I'm saying? So listen, if you don't know what it is, I just told you. Please make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe.